I didn't grow up a hunter. It wasn't something that we did. And when you're a kid, you're influenced by those around you. My dad isn't a hunter. Nobody in my family was a hunter. So those influences were just not there for me. My father was tough on me growing up. He worked long, hard hours. We farmed a little and we raised some cattle. And from watching him, I knew one thing, that if I put in the work in everything that I did, that he'd appreciate it. So while my buddies were getting all fired up about Christmas break and summer vacation, I knew that I'd be working. I remember asking my dad when I was a boy, how do you make more money? And his reply was simple: work more hours. That sentiment has always stuck with me. Sure, there's always going to be ways to work smarter, but I get what he meant. You have to work for it. There's no shortcuts. It wasn't until probably 12 years ago, one of my good friends came up with the idea that we're going to be deer hunters. We bought a couple of rifles and we got some camo. Well, we didn't see much that first season, but I stuck with it, and on the last morning of gun season, I put down 2 does. I've been hooked ever since. It didn't take me long to turn to bow hunting. There's more of a challenge involved. Not only having the deer come closer so that you can take a clean shot, but also the necessity of planning your hunt ahead of time to deal with the inherent issues of getting deer to come in closer. We all know somebody who's harvested a great deer their very first season, or maybe even the very first time in the woods. And that's awesome. But I'm just not that lucky. I know that this is when the hard work and persistence that's been instilled in me as a child would really start to pay off. Now I look at weather patterns and scent control and scouting, trail cameras, food management, and I'm becoming more observant to the deer and their habitat. I learned that this isn't a seasonal hobby. It's 365 days a year of hard work, planning, and dedication. When all areas of hunting come together, the reward is so much greater. So now I'm 38 years old, and I've learned a lot about hunting, and I've learned a lot about myself. I've seen that patience and persistence spread to all areas of my life. I have children of my own that I'm trying to teach the same principles that I learned growing up. It would be great that if they would share my love of hunting and whitetail management, but if hunting isn't something that they can enjoy, I know that it's something that they're going to respect. I want them to understand why it is I do what I do, and why I work so many hours. And underneath it all, I'm probably still just trying to impress my dad.